Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have done a festival inspired look with a really dark lip, this white cut crease with purple eyeliner. You know, it was I kind of winged it as I went. It's not my favourite makeup look, but whatever. I tried a dark lip for the first time and makes my teeth look fucking yellow. But apart from that, it's kind of cool. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. And this hair I have done, I don't actually show you how to do it in the video, but if you want to know how I did it, I did watch Jordan. I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm not going to try because I don't want to butcher it, but I will link her down in the description. She is amazing, she is gorgeous, and I love her videos, so go and check them out because you'll learn a lot. I did, and it worked, and actually I think it looks cooler on her because she's got short hair and she's way more stunning than me. And if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. So as you can see, I have already done my eyebrows and primed my eyelids, so we're going to jump straight into the eyeshadow. And today I'm going to use my Naked 3 eyeshadow palette. Oh my god, it's definitely broken. This Naked 3 eyeshadow palette by Urban Decay, which I've never used before, but mine did arrive broken with two shadows that I had to take out because they fell out and broke. So the first shade I am going to go in with is this shade called Nuna right here. I can't tip it up because some of them are loose and they'll fall out. But it's this shade Nuna here, which is a cool toned brown, like a taupey colour. So I'm popping that straight in my lid as a transitional shade. And I've dragged that colour out quite far because when I cut my crease, I want to create a small little wing in the shadow. So I've dragged it out just to the tail of my eyebrow. So I'm now going to dip into this Revolution eyeshadow palette. It is very rubbed off because I have had it for a long time. This is the Ultra Professional eyeshadow palette in the, it's called the Flawless palette. And I'm going to go in with this nice sort of caramelly brown. That's what I would call it. And then diving into the darkest brown shade here on a MAC 217. And I forgot to say, but the brush that I used to blend all these colours out was a Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease brush. I use the same brushes in all my videos, so they'll always be the same until I can afford to buy new ones. And I am just going to dive into my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette because it has this really nice dark shade called Serious here in the corner. And I'm going to take that colour on a Luxe Petite Crease brush. And I'm just going back in with a big fluffy brush to blend that colour out so there are no harsh lines. So I am just going to add a little bit of black, and I'm going to use the black from my Huda Beauty palette because I think that is the best black I've ever found and the easiest to blend out. To do this step, I am using the exact same brush I used for that dark brown shade. Now to cut my crease, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I know in the past I've used my Soft Ochre, but I feel like this is actually easier to work with, so I'm going to use this time. The next thing I'm going to do is take this white eyeliner from NYX Cosmetics, and I'm going to put this in the cut crease so that it looks more groovy. I ended up actually finding this brush a lot easier, which is a fine liner brush by Zoeva. It's one of these really small angled brushes, just because it is quite tricky to get it really. This bit really took me forever, and I've only done one eye and it still looks kind of shitty. But when you keep your eye sort of closed, like you're not stretching it out, you can't really tell that it's not great. But I did my best, and I'm going to do it to the other eye now. I'm now going to take that same eyeliner brush, the angled one, and the darkest shade that I took from the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, and put it just above the white line, so to sort of clean it up. So now moving on to the skin, I am firstly going to prime my skin with the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I'm just putting this all over my face with my fingers. Because I want my foundation to be really dewy, I'm going to put the Benefit High Beam all over my face and blending that in with a Duo Fiber contour brush by Real Techniques. Now for foundation, I'm going in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 6 because I still have a bit of fake tan on and I want my neck to match my face. For concealer, I am obviously taking my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair and Neutral. And then before I set my face, I'm going to put some of this Dew the Hoola on by Benefit. I don't actually know what this is for, but I'm just going to use it just a little bit around my forehead and on my cheekbones. Not to contour, but just to add some warmth. Okay, so to set the face, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder on my Beauty Blender. And then setting the rest of my face using a big fluffy brush. For bronzer, I am taking the Hoola by Benefit on my NARS Eater brush and just carving out my cheekbones. Then taking my cream cheek brush and blending it. Then taking the MAC Gold Deposit on my Rotating Blush brush just to, not that I need to, but warm up the skin. Before I apply highlight, I'm going to take some MAC Fix Plus and spray this all over my face to make my highlight more intense. And then taking this pink shade right here in the Sleek Solstice palette. You guys, this is why I was so excited to get this palette, because look at the fucking glow. Oh. Then I'm just going to take some of the white shade and pop it on top. Oh my god, I'm dying of happiness. So I'm going to take this NYX Vivid Brights eyeliner in the lavender shade and I'm just popping this on my waterline. So off camera I decided to do a wing with that same eyeliner and I'm just going to do the same on the other eye for you. For lashes, I'm taking the Eyelure Exaggerate in the number 141. Never used these before, but the band looks really thin and they also look really pretty. Genuinely, go and buy these. You need these in your life because they kind of look natural, but they don't. They do, but they don't. I don't know how to describe it. Like, they're so fluttery, but you can... Like, I feel like these would be so good for like a colourful eyeshadow because you could still see it through. Ooh, I love them. And they're not that expensive. £6 from Booties or Superdrug or something like that. So today I'm using a new shade of lipstick that I've never used before and I've never really tried dark lips, so this is going to be new. This is a NYX Liquid Suede lipstick. Before I put this on, I'm going to line my lips with the MAC lip liner in the shade Plum. The final step is to put some setting spray on, so I'm taking my Urban Decay All Night setting spray and just spraying this all over my face. So this is the finished look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!